you winning, son?
Oh, hey man. I'm just watching some Twitch right now. Nothing special really.
Really? What you watching?
Oh, I'm watching Pokemon right now.
Simp!
Oh, come on, man. She's not even live. This is a bot.
Simp!
She's on break right now.
Simp!
Dude, fuck this. I really hope the Simp meme isn't dead yet, because else this video is gonna be a huge waste of money. But anyway, I made a button that makes you automatically donate to any given Twitch streamer. Have fun. So after my last video, which was making a website that allows you to send messages in a creative way to anyone you want, I took a break for like a week or two, and then I suddenly had a funny idea about the meme that was really trending right now, about the Simp meme, and people donating allegedly absurd amounts of money to Twitch streamers like Pokemon or whatever. So my idea was to create a button that upon pressing it automatically donates to said Twitch streamer, and the next day I started getting working on the software. I settled on trying to use this project to learn Python a bit, and because I wanted the button to be like a standalone thing instead of something that needs to be hooked up to your computer to work properly, so I decided upon using Raspberry Pis to make it. So Python was the way to go. I started making a GUI with tkinter, but after working on it for a week and being able to properly implement a whole label into the application, I then decided that I maybe should take my friend's advice and use AppJar instead, which after 2 weeks of continuing development with AppJar, I think I had the app pretty much working. Now, my first thought when doing this was that because it's not an application that uses a whole lot of resources and your Raspberry Pi doesn't need to be that strong, I could just use a Raspberry Pi Zero. Actually, let me unpack this first. So I decided upon using a Raspberry Pi Zero, like this one. So I installed an OS on this thing, I got the application working, everything was fine, everything was working flawlessly. But then I realized that you can't actually run a browser driver on these things, which is what I need to use in order to open the donation page where I can enter my PayPal and everything that is needed to actually donate money. So that was a problem. And besides that, I also managed to screw up the header pins when trying to take off a display that I bought, because if you want to use these things standalone, then you also need a display for it. And my smartass managed to bend them slightly so you can't properly put anything on anymore. So yeah, after wasting $30 on a Raspberry Pi that I cannot use, I had to buy something else. So I decided on using a Raspberry Pi 4 instead. When buying the Raspberry Pi 4, I was thinking around what kind of Raspberry Pi I actually need, but I don't know if I have any future projects that I may be able to use a bit more power than the Raspberry Pi 3 has. So I just bought the most powerful Raspberry Pi there is on the market right now, which is a Raspberry Pi 4 Model B 8GB memory. Well, then that means that nothing is in the way of my video anymore, right? Well, I'd love to say that, but if you saw my last video, how many people saw that? So if you are part of the 38 people that saw my old video, you may have realized that I was using a very bad webcam to record this thing, and I was using my phone as a microphone, because my setup actually was that bad. But as you can see now, I have a proper video quality, way better than before, and a proper microphone, which I also had to buy, especially for this video now. And because I have a proper microphone, wait, I actually need something for this. And because I now have a proper microphone, I was able to repurpose my phone to be my new camera, as you can see here. be a waste if I wouldn't use that 4K camera in that thing. I paid for that. Jesus Christ, that wasn't worth it. That was not worth it at all. You now can watch me do some nerd shit instead of listening to me talking about nerd shit. I think I will actually put a timestamp around here to where you can skip, so you don't have to watch me do that, because I think I lost enough viewers on talking about it. So yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The only significant thing about the thing I made here is the amount of money that I was willing to waste on it. Another day, another kind of Red Bull. Actually, it's been 2 days, I just didn't do anything yesterday. I tinkered around in the code a little bit more. I managed to get it to work now. There's only one little problem, and that is that it's not fully automated. It requires one user input after trying to execute the donation. And for now, I can just show how exactly this thing would even work. So, alright, so this is the app. This is the Python app. It is made to work on a smaller screen, so the window obviously is a little bit smaller. I made 3 tabs. One of them is to execute the donation, or let the donation be executed. One is to check on what actions you have done in the past. And then obviously we have the settings tab. When you first open the app, there is no one that you can donate to, so obviously you have to first go into the settings and choose someone. I am just going to pick some streamer that I do like. I now picked Colin Carson for that. The donation name is the name that you want to give yourself. However, this setting is disabled, so on the donation page it is not entered into the name option, because it is made so you can automatically log into Streamlabs, and when you do that you normally cannot enter your name anymore. Then the donation message is the message that you want to display when you are executing the donation. So for unknown reasons I'm just going to use something boring like simp button test donation. Then there is the auto-fetch donation amount and the automized donation message marked with /star. I can show what these do right now. So when this checkbox is checked, then the app is going to search for the combination /star in the donation message and replace it with the number of donation that you are executing. So when you donate multiple times, it is going to first be simp button test donation number 1, then number 2, then number 3. You get the idea. Then auto fetch donation amount. I'm going to show this one real quick. Streamers on their Streamlabs page usually have a amount displayed here in the background. This is actually a placeholder in the HTML that you can technically change. I can change it to 5 right now, but Colin Carson for now has it on $1. So when you have this enabled and then click save, it is going to open the web browser in the background. You don't see it, and it's going to grab the placeholder right here, and the placeholder will then be chosen as the amount of dollars that you want to donate. We can now go to the Simp page, and we see here that the settings that are going to be chosen is the streamer is going to be Conor Carson. We are going to donate $1. The name of the app or the donor is going to be Simp button, and the message will be Simp button test donation number 1. And we can always delete the history using the clear button and delete the settings using the delete button. Now another button right here is the cookies button. When you click that, then a window is going to open, which is going to prompt you to log into Streamlabs. So now I have to log in here. I'm logging in with Twitch, and after your successful login, it will wait a bit until it is going to grab the cookies in your browser and save them into a file. Basically, what this is doing is you are setting up your automated login for Streamlabs. The reason I did it like that is because a few streamers have chosen to require a login for a donation to be possible, and that simply was the only way to bypass that. So that was an explanation on how the app itself works. For those people that want to see the code, I am now going to slowly scroll through the code file here, so you can just read the code as you go along and everyone else can just skip it. I just tried to check for streamers that are online right now that I can test the Simp button on, but then again I realized that it's Monday evening, close to midnight in Europe, so finding a streamer that is live during normal daytime hours is, the chances for that are close to 0. So I think I will have to get started on the case first, unfortunately. Alright, so I have everything set up now. A Simp button is ready, and I know I said I was gonna make a case for it, and I mean I did. I designed a case for it. It's right here. My boy Mr. 3 printed it for me, which is very nice. There's only one problem. This was my first time 3D designing anything, really. Like anything meant to be printed out and fit onto another thing. So it's off by 1 or 2 millimeters, which makes the whole thing not fit anymore. So sadly I will not use the case. Maybe another time, but definitely not this time. But thank you to Mr. 3 anyway for letting me use his 3D printer. But this thing works without a 3D printer anyway, so I'm just gonna try and donate now because everything is set up and hopefully it does work. I have the stream of Hey I'm B set up here. It's her 24-hour stream, which is very nice that she's doing it right now because I do not feel like staying up until 4 AM and I have to work the next day. So this is very convenient. So I'm just gonna try and donate now, and I really hope that this is going to work. Here goes nothing. The donation is set for $3. No, what happened? What? No, this is not what should have happened. What the fuck is this? Alright, this is attempt number 2 on trying to donate to HeyMB, and I hope it works this time. I really fucking hope she doesn't mind me abusing her stream to test out my thing. You know what? Just fuck it. I need to find the problem a bit later. I'm just gonna press the button now manually. So I'm just gonna press it manually now and then switch to another streamer if anyone else is streaming today and try it out on them. But for now, HeyMB is getting $3. The fuck has happened with me?
That's clean.
Simp button test donation number 1.
What?
I can't fucking... Alright, so I just randomly saw that the Moist himself, Critical, is streaming. I didn't actually plan on donating to him, but he is a YouTuber that I watch occasionally, and because he is streaming, I just decided that why not give him a few bucks while I'm at it, so let's just donate to him. He is getting $5. Alright, so now I am on the checkout page. It seems to have worked this time. There it is! Right, I didn't change anything since donating to HeyMB, but for some reason it didn't work on her stream and it does work on Charlie's stream. But I don't give a shit, I can say that this thing works, and that's all I need to be able to say. And with that, this video already kind of comes to an end. I know the actual donations came a bit short, but that mainly comes down to not a whole lot of streamers that I do watch streaming in this time zone, and I just didn't want to donate to kind of anyone that just is on the trending tab of Twitch. I did want to give some money to the streamers that I actually do watch, so that's why I didn't get a whole lot of streamers to donate to. But anyway, I don't know how you found this video, be it through the recommendation tab or maybe the overdramatic trailer that I made a while back. Thank you for watching. The video came out a bit longer than I expected it to be, especially the uninteresting parts at the beginning were a bit long. Also, if you liked the video, consider sharing it with some other people who might also enjoy it, because I did spend some time on it and I did spend some money on it, so I can make sure that it comes out as good as possible. Also, thank you to the Detector who helped me film the intro skit, and again Mr. Tree for printing the Raspberry Pi case for me, even though again it didn't fit. So again, thank you for watching and goodbye. If this video hits 1 million views, which it won't, I will remake the Simp button, and that time I will also donate to Pokimane.
You're a simp, no you've never been a pimp, you're a simp. You're a simp, you're a simp, got no game, use a lame, and that's why we ran a train on you bitch. You're a simp, hey, but don't worry kid, there's no need to